Texas.
Yeah, we have not had this kind of heat yet. I mean, we've gotten into the mid and upper 80s a couple times. I think once I recall having a heat index maybe pushing 90 degrees. Now we're talking about heat indices this weekend that are 97, 98, and that's going to feel pretty hot. I think just because we're not acclimated and used to it and it comes on so suddenly, I could see where you could get perhaps a little heat illness out of this, especially if you're out, you're having fun at the lake and you're not thinking about it and you haven't been drinking a lot of water. You can easily you could become overcome. Mom's out there enjoying a picnic, or you're just sitting outside in the sun doing a little outside yard work this weekend, something similar to that. Right now, we have a flash flood warning still in effect for about the next 3 minutes. This includes Rusk County. It does include a portion of Cherokee and Smith County. We had a lot of rainfall across the area. We had up to 5 inches of rain. We talked about the possibility of 1 to 4. For the most part, we were in that ballpark, but there are a couple of areas, for instance, northwestern Henderson County out toward Gun Barrel City, Maybank, about 5 inches of rainfall there. North of Tyler, right along Interstate 20, so Lindale, maybe over toward Winsboro, 4.1 inches of rainfall. Southwest of Gilmer toward Brownsboro, Henderson, going north in Rusk County all the way up to 259 to Longview, 3.5 inches of rain through Jefferson, Marshall, Carthage. That's 4+ inches of rain. So that's pretty common. Rainfall totals are still being added to in deep East Texas, where there's easily 3 inches of rainfall. This is the satellite and the radar animation. There's the storm, and it's obvious to watch this upper level storm spinning here near Wichita right now. And then it drags this cold front down into East Texas. The plume of moisture bringing it in from the southwest off of the Pacific, and then you've got very humid air, drier air, not a ton drier, not as dry as some of the changes we've seen earlier this spring, but enough to get those thunderstorms going, and enough in that southwesterly flow that along that line, and now that line is really starting to bow out as it moves into Louisiana and very deep East Texas, just enough to create a couple of embedded tornadoes, possibly. We'll wait for the National Weather Service to do their assessment, their survey, and come up with the ruling, but there were, at least because it happened during the day, observed tornadoes, according to the Rusk County Sheriff's Department and some other storm spotters that the National Weather Service out of Shreveport said they had a confirmed tornado on a storm that spun up just east of Henderson and then the one to the north of Mount Enterprise. Tomorrow, major weather change takes place. So the storm that brings us the severe weather today shifts into the Great Lakes. Big ridge of high pressure begins to build, strong low pressure over the Pacific Northwest. So this will dig. As that digs, it helps the hot air, and I mean hot, move in here. So next 10 days, tomorrow's pleasant. Saturday, not bad, but then look at that. I mean, you went to summertime heat just like that starting Monday and staying there through all next week into the following weekend. Now, let's add in the humidity. There will be plenty of that. Saturday afternoon, it's going to feel like it's about 97 degrees. Overnight, and sometimes overnight we look for a little relief. It'll maybe feel like it's around 70 degrees, and then Sunday afternoon up to about 94 to 97. I don't think we're going to have any kind of heat advisory issued here in East Texas. Typically, we need to get those heat indices above 100. But because we haven't acclimated, we could still feel like we haven't seen this in quite some time. All right, patchy dense fog tonight, isolated thunderstorms during the evening hours here. They're mainly over deep East Texas. Otherwise, mainly clear. We're going to drop to 59. Hour by hour tomorrow, 67 at 10 a.m., noon 73. Winds will turn to the west. Then we're going to warm to the low to mid 80s with sunshine. Baylor Scott and White, Texas Spine Joint Hospital 7-day forecast. It's a sunny sky tomorrow and really a pleasant day with a high of 84. Heats up Saturday to 90, and then get ready for heat. Near record high Mother's Day, 92. A new record high possible Monday, 95, and it stays hot Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, weather pick of the day.